Hi folks, David Fine here from Watch Your Lip. Guys, this is our Fast Fish Beach Fishing series, and today we're going to talk about what kinds of fishing reels are going to be the best ones to use to be successful at beach fishing. So guys, stay tuned. You're not going to want to miss this episode. Check it out. All right, so here's the bottom line, guys. I'm not going to even try to say that you can do it really cheaply and get away with it, because this is an area that you don't want to skimp out on, guys. You don't want to be cheap and go with a cheaper reel. You know, any reel that you're going to buy for surf fishing, you're going to spend a minimum of $100 if you're going to buy new. I mean, if you buy used and you go to garage sales or go online, offer up and whatever, that's great. You can find some great deals like that, and I've done that myself. But if you're going to go buy a new fishing reel, just plan on spending a minimum of $100, maybe even more, just for the reel. And here's why: because there are certain reels that, first of all, are made specifically for saltwater fishing. All the gears, all the internal parts, like inside of these reels, guys, there's all kinds of components and gears that make the drag system work. And guys, if those things aren't rated for saltwater, then you're going to use it once or twice on the beach, and it's going to get salt water in it, and you're going to go out to use it the next time, and you're not going to be able to turn the handle because it's all corroded, and you're going to throw it in a garbage can. That's what happens when you buy freshwater gear and try to use it in the salt water. So make sure you do your homework on what you're buying before you purchase it. Make sure it's rated for saltwater usage. Now, I'm going to talk about two different types of reels. We're going to talk about conventional first and then spinning reels. Guys, a great multi-purpose reel is a PENN Jigmaster, and they're really reasonable priced. I've got 30-pound test on this, and there's probably about almost, I think, 300 yards of 30-pound test on that reel. And this will handle a massive tarpon, guys. So that's the reel I use. I've got this on an 8-foot Crowder, one-piece conventional rod, and it's rated for 20 to 50-pound test, the rod is. But guys, you can put a ton of pressure on that rod and it's not breaking. As you can see, these eyes, the eyelets on this rod are really made to be durable and long-lasting, and these rods will last you a long, long time. The PENN Jigmaster, from what I remember, it runs about $80, $85, and then you put line on it, it's another $5 to $10, or if you want to get braid, that's maybe another $20 to $25. But this is a great basic reel. Now, you can definitely spend more money than the Jigmaster, but it casts great, it's durable. I've had this reel a long, long time, and it's been great for me. I've fought a lot of big fish on it, okay? Now, same genre, just a little bit bigger. This is the PENN Senator Wide Spool 4.0. So this is if you're going to go for those bigger fish, if you're going to kayak out baits. I've got bigger line on here. I've got 40-pound test on here, and it's got a ton of line on it. Big line cap. If you want to put braid on it, you can get 1,000 yards on there if you want to. And that's great, because when you kayak that bait out, you're bringing it out a couple hundred yards and dropping it. Then you got to fight the fish. So you're bringing it out a couple hundred yards, you're dropping it, then the fish hits it, and then if you catch a 100-pound tarpon, he's going to take you out another 100 yards. You better have at least 400 yards of line on one of these reels, and you got to make sure that your drag system is good. The PENN Senators are solid as a rock. They get a little corroded, more quickly than I would like, but as long as you take care of them, you rinse them down, you do the maintenance on the reels, and you oil them out and you grease them, they'll last you a long, long time. They're really built solid as a rock. I forget what the wide spool 4.0s go for. They're like $150, somewhere around there, just for the reel. And then putting line on one of these guys isn't cheap either. So that's just what you're going to be dealing with if you're going to go after those big species with conventional gear. Now, a lot of people say, well, Dave, I don't like the conventional stuff. I like spinning reels, and that's fine. I do too. And if you're a new, a beginner at surf fishing, or you're a beginner fisherman, it's probably a good thing, or if you have kids, it's a good thing to use some spinning reels. Now, same thing, you want to make sure before you buy any fishing reel, you want to make sure that it's rated for salt water, okay? Even the rods, guys, a lot of people don't realize this, but there's freshwater and saltwater rated rods, and even these guides are made with components and made with material that are corrosion resistant, so you can use it in salt water and you're not going to be replacing your stuff every year, okay? So now, this is a PENN Spin Fisher V. This is a, I've got the, this is a 4500, and I've actually got this one with the live liner. It's kind of like a bait runner, but it's called a live liner. It's when you put your live bait out and you flip this thing up, it gives it a free spool type of action, that when a big fish hits, it's taken line, and then you can come over and set the hook. It's not feeling the tension, right? I love those systems, this live liner system, and they're very, very useful for shore fishing, especially when you're gonna put your rod in your rod holder and walk away. Your snook hits, it's gonna run with the bait. It gives you a second or two to get over there, put it in gear, and set the hook. These Spin Fisher V's run about $180, if I remember correctly, and then you gotta put line on it. And it's, guys, honestly, it's worth it. You can get away with a PENN Battle. I think those run about $110. It's probably the PENN model that's cheaper than this. They run about $110. So guys, if you find a reel for 50 bucks in a store and it's brand new, it's more than likely not going to last you very long if you're doing a lot of saltwater fishing. I'm just letting you know now. I've tried, and that's just the way it is. And so these reels, if you buy something like this, a PENN Spin Fisher, it's going to last you a long, long time if you take care of it. Now, this is the 4500 series. This is like something light. It's a one piece. This is an inshore extreme. This is actually this rod I got. It's an inshore special from Bass Pro Shop. It's a one piece blank, and it's really light tackle. And I use this when I'm throwing like a lure, or if I'm in the Silverside school, I've just got like a little flat line here. I've got my little circle hook, and I'll hook up my Silverside, and I'll throw it out there on a flat line. Or if I'm snook fishing, sight fishing for a snook, that's what I'll use. But when I'm fishing for my bigger stuff, same reel, but guys, this is the PENN Spin Fisher 8500. Guys, this rod right here, I've got mono on this one, and this is actually my shorter blank, my shorter rod, but I've got the same reel on a 12-foot Ocean Master, and I've got like 500 yards of braid on there, 50-pound braid. And this live line system is great because when you flip this down, you know, the fish can take that line out with ease. You flip it up, and now it's in gear, okay? That's a great system. And this reel is about 200 bucks, and then you gotta put line on it. But guys, this reel is a beast. I mean, that'll handle any fish that you can think of. And so guys, between these four, I think this is the type of stuff, if you really want to get serious about beach fishing, like if you want to just buy one rod and be done with it, and you just want to fish one rod, my suggestion would be get a PENN Spin Fisher V, get the live line system. I love the live line system. Get a 6500. It's kind of the one that's, whoops, it's in between these two. This is the 45, this is the 85. Get a 6500. You can put 20-pound test on it and be happy, and you can catch any snook, tarpon, jack, a lot of that stuff, and be very, very satisfied. This guy, guys, this reel is very heavy. It's really made a little bit more for catching bigger fish, bigger tarpon, sharks, and that kind of thing. So, by the way, there's always more expensive ones than this. I mean, there's guys that are getting those tsunamis that are like 400 bucks or something like that. I've never gotten that. That's not in my price range. So for now, the PENN Spin Fishers have done very, very well for me, and I'm very satisfied with them. All right, guys, another reel that's in the same genre as the PENN Spin Fishers. This is a Shimano version. This is the Shimano Bait Runner, and that's also a very good reel. I mean, Shimano makes a very smooth reel. I really, really enjoy the Shimano reel. It's smooth. It's It's just a great reel. They tend not to last as long as the PENNs from my experience, but if you take care of it, we take care of our stuff. This one's been very well pampered. It's gonna last you a long time. So Shimano bait runner might be a little bit more expensive than the PENN, but great reel as well. So guys, hope you like this video. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. And let me know what reel you prefer, or if you have any questions, comment down below what your questions might be, or what video you'd like to see next. So guys, hope you liked it. Thumbs up on the video. Let's get out there and rip some lips. Watch your lip.